Hello, my name is Shallow, and this is Scythe 2. This is a 2005 CAC Award-winning Megawad, fairly famous. We played the first one, Scythe 1, just a little while ago, mainly as a warm-up for the main event, which is Scythe 2. It's a little more famous. This one gets a lot of credit as inspiration in other WADs I've seen. Let's hop right in here. We've got 6 episodes this time. So Scythe is pretty well known for its small maps. And I guess we've got small episodes as well to fit 6 of them into a 32 map run. Let's start from the beginning. UV, of course. Here we go. And we've got Agitator again. Of course we do. We gotta get Agitator. I think that's just gonna be what we do for Scythe. Some of the later maps get kind of tricky, so the extra firepower will help. This map is pretty famous, so I'm not gonna miss anything here, I don't think. I kind of know my way around this one quite well. Dead Doom guys already. The later maps in Scythe 2, however, we'll be figuring those out blind. Right away, we're off to a great start, though. Scythe 1 was a very vanilla kind of style of mapping. It was good, for the most part, don't get me wrong, but not anything terribly advanced. This is not doing any, advanced source port shenanigans, but it is... You can tell Eric Alm had a lot of experience with mapping by the time he got to Scythe 2. It really shows, and it's beautiful. We're looking almost like Quake. Ugh. Come on, imp. There we go, the slipperiest imp. Oh, look at that. Hey, we got that mid-texture bridge with a little support underneath it. Oh, I've seen those mid-texture bridges a lot, but I don't think I've ever seen them done with the support underneath. Wow, cool. That does a little bit more 3D than you usually get out of that effect. Awesome. Blue required, yellow, nope, that one opens, all right. There we go. One of these days, I'm gonna have to look into how those bridges work. I got involved in Doom mapping too late in Doom's history, and what you can do, and what some people certainly recommend you do. Just see me blast that imp up those stairs? That was cool. What some people recommend you do is get used to the vanilla format stuff first, get used to all the old tricks first, and then start adding in advanced stuff to your mapping. That's not what I did. I jumped straight into the high-end, brand new stuff. For me, that made sense, because I didn't want to be restricted when learning how to make stuff. I wanted to make the thing that I had in my mind and not have to worry about Doom's limited line actions and stuff like that. So I jumped straight into UDMF as my first format I learned. That may or may not be a good idea. Just depends on you, I guess. It worked for me. I've seen a lot of people say that's not the way to do it, and frankly, I believe them, because they've made more maps than I have. So I guess they must be doing something right. Hey, there's all the items. Skeleton! Let's sword him. Come out here. We're gonna have a duel. A skeleton duel. Stop it. Ha! Perfect. Well, hey, that's 100%. That concludes map 1 of Scythe 2. We've got a Slipgate. I guess this is kind of Quake, isn't it? With the brown textures and the castle theme. It's a little bit Quake. Ooh. This looks like one of the intermission screens from the first Postal, where it's just got the weird nightmare segments. Huh. Weird. So Scythe 1 did have a sort of excuse plot. Oh, that's cute. There's our portal, but it's all closed off now. Scythe 1 had an excuse plot about a time machine gone awry, I think. If I'm remembering right, it's barely there. Well, not in the same way Doom story is there, but in the same way that early Doom PWAD stories are there. The plot is you go kill the demons. But perhaps this one is taking after that a little bit. Okay, so now the yellow lights are the yellow key. Oh, you know what? In the first map, I grabbed the yellow key. It's up on the lava fountain. Duh. I grabbed it without even thinking, but I did in fact grab the yellow key. I'm sorry, I doubted you. There we go. We're gonna make plentiful use of this sword right off the bat, just because as we gear up and get bigger weapons, we're gonna use that less and less, so I wanna make sure I get some sword swings in now while I have the opportunity. Scythe 2 does give you plenty of guns right away. Scythe 1 didn't give you a shotgun until like the 3rd or 4th map. Really took its time. Oh! That was sneaky. Spawning in a bunch of stuff right in my face so I don't notice the one revenant you spawned behind me. Well done. Is that a shoot switch? No. Okay. Well, I have the yellow key now, so... There we go. I don't like pushing on the bars. That is a debate that has existed since the launch of Doom 2. Pinky Corpse grinding the rail there. Yeah, pushing on bars, I don't know, feels wrong. At least in this case, it's marked by the key texture next to it. So you know that something is required there, but I don't know. The Doom 2 Underhalls bars, the ones that you push on in the most recent version of the WAD, have the key texture on them. So that's how they indicate that you do it. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't get out. Oh, no. Ah, there we go. Ooh, back to the start. All right, well, fresh armor. That's good, at least. And then we're gonna have to do this again. Wait, how do I get out there? Oh. Are they shoot switches? Maybe I come back here later? There's a door on that side. It's a blue key door. Okay, yeah, I come back and do this later. There's something about bars that just feels wrong to click on to open. I should click on a door to open it. I don't mind bars moving to let the player access more stuff, but it kind of feels like that's a place where I would use a switch, you know? I'm not saying using a switch is the right thing to do there. I'm saying I would use one. Those are two different concepts. But, you know, it wasn't confusing or anything, so... Which is what the argument was for old versions of Underhalls that had the untextured bars that you push on to open. In that case, I think there's a good argument to be made that it's confusing. And it caused players to get stuck. There's some obvious keyed bars right next to it, so you're like, okay, I need a key to open that one. And then there's an untextured bar next to it, and you're like, alright, well, how do I open those? The argument, of course, is that one says you use a key, so the one that doesn't say you use a key, obviously you don't need a key for. But I think there's also an argument to be made that you know, if I don't need a key to open it, a door does that already. Why are we introducing 2 levels into the second game a new mechanic that works functionally identical to a door? I don't know. I can kind of see it both ways, but personally I'm on the side of make things as unconfusing as possible. There's a better word for that. Make things as clear to as many players as you can. There we go. Do I want that invisibility? Maybe. I don't think you're gonna let me avoid it. Oop! No, I don't want it for this fight. Not for imps. Oh! Oh, the little rocks dropped into the lava. Alright. There we go. It's gonna be a lot more useful for this. So I don't take random chip damage from all these zombies. Okay! Well, the Mancubus is just gonna mess that all up for me. That's all the kills, all the secrets. Items. I'm missing one. I'm not going back for it. Let's move on. Another Slipgate. Nice. After this, I can say I've played Quake. Castle Gardens 2. With the edge of the 2 cut off on the font. That was weird. I wonder if that's a problem with the font. Or something about the way GZ Doom displays title graphics? I don't know. There's a couple of, Actually, I think those level titles, yeah, they're on the map and everything too. I think those are from a patch that I added. I think in the, base Scythe 2, it just doesn't have level titles. It uses the IWAD ones. But I'm using a quality of life patch that adds them in. So I don't know how it's actually doing that. It could be a map info lump, and GZ Doom is dynamically writing out those titles, or it could have replacement level graphics the way Doom 2 does it. Because the IWADs have a couple of maps where the graphics are just wrong. There's some pixels missing on a couple of letters, or Circle of Death and O of Destruction kind of invoke that deliberately, where the level graphics say a different level title than the map screen does. Because there's nothing in the base game that ties those two together. They're entirely independent entities. What the map is internally called and what you have the graphics lump display. But GZ Doom doesn't do it that way. GZ Doom has a font system and it just types out the level name for you. So it shouldn't ever have issues with misaligned graphics or a couple pixels missing off of a couple letters. That shouldn't ever happen. Unless something goes really wrong. Don't. There we go. This is a little like Courtyard. Except we got a big castle in the middle. I like this. I like this whole castle theme. This is neat. I guess we only get like 5 or 6 maps of this before we switch themes in the next episode, so I kind of like that shorter episode structure. I feel like it gives you more freedom to mix up the theme, doesn't it? I know, I'll grab that gauntlet in a minute. We're gonna be using this a lot through the playthrough, so no need to rush. You know how I feel about rush. How do I get that ghost milk? Probably jumping from above. We're gonna do it again here, huh? Pushing on the bars. Alright. That's the other thing. As long as you're consistent, you can do all kinds of weird stuff that ordinarily I would have problems with. If you're consistent about your weird stuff, then the player just sort of gets used to it, and it just becomes part of the personality of your WAD. Everyone loves a quirky wad. That's what I always say. There's a berserk over there as well. Do I want to figure this out? Maybe. This is a little bit like the lava fountain on the first map too, isn't it? Here we go. What's down here? Hello? Got it. The ghost milk is mine. Not the fountain, though. We'll figure that out later. Whoop. Look at this room. Oh! So cool. I love a good skylight. I've come for your blue key, Mancubus. It's over. No, 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 no. Woohoo! Tiny pillar. Oh, this is kind of a stealthy Archvile arena. Sometimes you can tell an Archvile is gonna come in, because there will be these conspicuous pillars everywhere. This little Archvile fight has pillars for you. Oh, look at that, and it's got Archviles on this side, so you don't notice until you turn around. You're so smart. This is why this map gets a lot of praise. This whole megawatt, I should say. Not just the map. I don't know, maybe this map specifically. I certainly like it. Oh. Nope, 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 nope. What do you think? Brown, big square outdoor area? 4 Mancubuses? I think that qualifies as a dead simple. We're really loosening the guidelines on what qualifies as a dead simple these days, just because I think that joke is funny. And nobody else does, I'm sure. That one's just for me. That's a little treat that I give myself every time I record. Oh! Nope, 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 nope. I hear stuff upstairs. I don't want to... Ooh, yeah. All right. Prancing around to the lava. That's no good. Here we go. That's better. Nope, that's not better. Oh, I forgot how dangerous these things are on stairs. Ugh. Okay, it's all right. We survived. We got milks. I've got that berserk pack to go find still, too. So if things get really, really spicy, I can always go run back for that. Nice. Oh. Are those new monsters? Probably. Yeah, I haven't fought Archviles. I did it again. I haven't fought Revenants out here yet. So I don't think there's an Archvile around resurrecting anybody. Yep. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. There is a blue armor up there. How do I get to that? I feel like I'm leaving a lot behind. There's a little rim around the bottom, but I don't think that leads anywhere. No, that's just decorative. If I were to guess, I'd probably teleport to it. There seems to be a lot of that going on. Huh. Exit already. And there's all the kills. Okay. Nothing behind the portal. No. Well, the 2 secrets are going to be that blue armor and the berserk pack, so I kind of want to figure out how to get to those. Ah. Well, there's one. Oh no! The little calcium stick is, must be just... Huh. Is the dehacked entity for that, like, 1 unit bigger than a health bonus? Or does the health bonus do it on this map too? Because that means you can't get 100% items in this map. If the health bonus also does that in the unmodded game. All right, let's try to figure out that berserk. Oh. Is it this easy? Oh! Shoot. Hang on. Let me try that again. Here we go. You can use this teleporter to get back up here. I was trying to figure out for a long time if you were just permanently locked out of this area once you jump down there, but you're not. The teleporter takes you back. Oh no. That's kind of a tricky jump. This may take a few attempts before I figure it out. Ah, there we go. I was overthinking it. You don't even have to strafe run it. You can just skip right across that corner. Nice. Oop. Well, there's 100, 100, 100. Oh no, I'm missing an item. Oh. Wait, it's the calcium stick. We already determined this. Let's get out of here. Here we go. That's another map of Scythe 2 down. Castle Gardens 2. Was there a Castle Gardens 1 in Scythe 1? I don't remember. We haven't done Castle Gardens in Scythe 2 yet, have we? We did Rooftops. Oh, what was the name of the first map? Maybe the first map was Castle Gardens. Uh-oh. We're 3 maps in and my memory's going. I got the Dementors. The dementia, I mean, This room looks really familiar. I think I may have played bits of this a long time ago. I know for a fact I've played that first map a bunch. Or seen it played, I don't know. The rest of these should be pretty new to me, but this room in particular feels really familiar to me for some reason. Maybe I've played enough maps inspired by Scythe 2 that someone did a reference or something. That's a lot of stuff I just heard wake up and I didn't see a damn thing. Here they come. All right. Yeah, they're slowly trickling in. I cast fuck you. All right, what do we have here? Ammo. Imps in the dark. There we go. There's our knights. And we do have a secret. I wasn't expecting that. Is this archvile gonna do anything to me? Maybe not. All right. I mean, these archvile things have been kind of a sign of bad stuff coming in previous maps, so it's not a bad guess. Another secret. How are these secrets, dude? They're just out in the open. I mean, maybe they're trying their best. Maybe I'm just too good at finding the secrets. You ever think of that? Me neither. This feels a little bit like a Strife map. All the, these corridors, these, not room over room exactly, but like elevated sections that pass through rooms you've been in before. It's a brown castle. That's very Strife. Oh! Oh! I love a good Kako moon rising. Coming up over the ramparts. Oh. That imp was wearing that Kako as a hat for a second there. Not a very fashionable hat, but, you know, what do I know about demon fashion? Get back over the wall. Couldn't quite get him over there. Ah, well. Blue armor that I probably teleport to, unless... Yeah, I'm not lowering any of that. All right. Oh, wait. What is this? Blue key indicator, that's all that is. All right, we'll come back here when we have the blue key. Oh! Maybe this whole castle is the Archvile's castle. Maybe that's what the Archvile signs are. Oh, classic blue key lights turn off trap. Except this time you didn't hit me with an imp. You got me with a whole Archvile. Yes, here we go. Now you're all boned. Rattle 'em, boys. Skeleton on skeleton violence. Wonderful. That's not the exit, is it? No. Red key. Okay. More Archviles. Good. And he's gonna be stuck doing nothing because he's got a big pile of imps. Perfect. So I now have blue key and I now have red key. Red key is over here. There we go. Oh, it's you. See what I mean? We were up there earlier and now we're down here. It's a really interesting reuse of space. Archvile? Yep. I had a feeling. This is the Archvile castle for sure. All right, 2 secrets remaining. One is a blue armor. The other one, I'm not so sure. Maybe I'll try to figure that out. Give me a second. I'm gonna look for the blue armor. Definitely. If I can't find the other one, I think that's okay. This may just be the first map where we miss a secret. I don't think Scythe 2 has any secret maps, so we needn't worry about that. As far as I'm aware, anyway. Here we go. Is this something? Suspicious candle. There we go. Oh, that's all the secrets. We only were missing one. And we're missing one item again. Damn it. How does this keep happening? What item could we possibly be missing? There's like a single health bonus in a corner somewhere that I'll never find. All right, let's move on. I'm not gonna go looking for it. You know, the cool thing about these shorter episodes, actually, is that they gear you up a lot faster. I don't mind taking things slow with a more sort of vanilla approach. But it is kind of fun that only a couple maps in, I already have almost every weapon, and you're throwing me into these big fights already. That's kind of nice. You know, it's 2005 when this came out. You can take the training wheels off. People have played Doom for a while. Let's just kick it straight into the good stuff. We don't need to wait till episode 4 to get the BFG, right? Ooh, that's a very cool door. I pushed on it wrong. You don't even have to push on it. It seems to just open when you approach. Very cool. Oh. All right, well that one's locked. That one needs a blue key. No. Nope. Yes. All right. Had me nervous there. Ooh, our first pain elemental. And he's down. No problems. What did that button do? Did that open this door? It did. We don't want to do that yet. I want to explore this. Is this the Hell Knight's room? Oh, what were you and the Archvile up to? Oh, Archvile was down the hall. What were you and the Pain Elemental up to? Kinky stuff, I'm sure. You've got 2 fireplaces and no bed. Oh! Already, huh? Scythe 1 has a Cyber Demon on its intermission screen, and it waits a good long time before it actually throws that Cyber Demon at you. Scythe 2 gets straight into it, huh? We're not fucking around here. Whoop. King of the castle over here. Oh, thank you, Lost Souls. You know, they get in my way, but they also get in his way. We'll call it a draw. Except that I did win, so technically it's not a draw. Any of these different? No, they're all the same. That's a good way to hide a secret, is to do a bunch of gargoyle faces, but make one of them a little different. Doesn't look like that's in play here, so nothing to worry about. Lots of goodies out there. I did hear a revenant. Yeah. How do I get out there? There's a little step, so there's definitely a door. Shoot switches? Any of these? No? What about the torches? Oh! There we go. All right. We probably should have done that first. Berserk and such would have been helpful for the Cyber Demon fight. Maybe. Berserk would have not been helpful for the Cyber Demon fight. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm not gonna punch a Cyber Demon. Ooh. Oh, look at this. There's like weird runes. They're all the same. I wonder if that means anything. It looks similar to, oh, what's the name of that font? There's a font. They use it in Futurama. It's used in a bunch of other stuff. It's like this sci-fi galaxy alphabet. I don't remember. Looks like that. I'll see if I can decode that later. Look at this sacrificial altar. Oh, it's the Chapel of Ritual. All right. Oh, now I'm on the altar. Death exit? Am I gonna die? Yep. Oh no. That's gotta be the end of the episode, right? Do we end the episode getting sacrificed? Sure enough.
You have completed the first episode of Scythe 2. Are you ready to leave the castle behind and explore the tombs of Egypt?
The tombs of Egypt? That's the thing about me, is I'm always ready to explore the tombs of Egypt. Hell yeah! What an unexpected direction to take it after medieval castles. But I'm not complaining. I love a good Egyptian theme. I'll see you again next time. We'll tackle episode 2, Egypt, of Scythe 2. Until then, take it easy.